What's up? It is frigid. Okay, the Dallas Marathon is going on today. I was gonna go detect other places, but I'm trapped by the marathon. But luckily, this park is available. And we're gonna be testing an AI program again, except this time we tweaked it. So I told it, I said, look, I wanna find silver coins in an old park that's iron-infested. What can we do? So it gave me a program. I've loaded it up. I will that program will be in the comments, and I'll put the video of this stuff happening. Generally, so just to give you a brief overview from memory, because I put all of it in before I left the house. We're in all-terrain, high conductors, sensitivity 22. I tweaked the Ferris limits a little bit. That'll be in the programs. Oddly enough, ChatGPT called it the Deep Silver Sniper program. So we'll see. I'm of little faith, but we'll see. Anyway, look, all the details for the program are in the description. Let's see if we can find something. I'm gonna start detecting, and I'm gonna wear headphones this time because the Manicore is an obnoxious machine. I just don't have a thing for MindLab audio, but that's okay. It does work. It is a good machine. I'm not bashing it, but you know. Anyway, let's find something. All right, so I'm out swinging. It is frigid. I am noticing that. So this is an area I've detected a lot. I am noticing a pickup in signals. I've dug 2 targets. One was a memorial scent that was deep and it was on edge. And the other one was a pull tab. So, you know, nothing new there. But finding the coin in a place that I've detected a lot, that's a good sign. So I'll come back when we're on a good one. Well, I just popped out another coin. And it is really green. Okay, I see Lincoln. Well, I gotta tell you, this wheat scent was relatively deep. Not super deep, but deep enough that it sounded so clear. You know, I don't know. I mean, I cannot even begin to tell you how many times I've been over this spot. An unreal amount. As a matter of fact, this particular spot has been in several of my videos. I don't know. You might make a believer out of me. So, ChatGPT, we'll see. Now, I just dug a deep hole for this piece of iron here, but it's a pretty interesting shaped piece of iron. And I think it may be the top to a particular type of like nail used in cabin building, but I'm not certain, so I'll have to do some research, but it's kind of interesting. Look at how deep the hole is. Now, not to be bragging that I dug a hole that deep for a piece of iron, but we'll see. I think it might be something cool. I had to take a break because it's cold, but luckily I got some hot coffee in the car, and my hands just got like frozen. Look, this thing's, my finger split open. That's not cool. Oh well. Can't stop there. You know, this program is we're not at a point where I would say that it's outperforming what I normally hunt with here, but it has had some surprises. So as soon as I get warmed back up, I'm gonna go back out there and I'm gonna dig for probably 30 to 45 more minutes. We're gonna record some targets, and I don't know if that's enough time to make a final assessment, but we definitely will be using this one a little more. I'm starting to like it, so for whatever that's worth, you may want to check it out if you got a Manicore. Hey, and I could be wrong completely, just, you know, this is not a controlled environment. I mean, really I should have it in a test garden. You know, but we're kind of goofing off. So I guess what I'm saying is there's no real, like, I don't know that there's any good evidence that will be presented here. I don't know that I'm sold on using ChatGPT or any other AI to create a metal detecting profile for my detector. But I will say this program is fun to hunt with so far, so we'll just keep at it. Now look at this thing that was just attached to my shovel. So it's I'm not sure what it is. Oh wait, I think I do know what this is. I think this is actually part of a decorative piece that goes around, like either a lantern or an old, like, portable cast iron stove. I'll see if I can find examples of it, but that's kind of interesting. It rang up slightly higher than a nickel. Look at this bad boy. I'm not exactly certain what it is. I mean, I know it's iron. And it looks kind of hinges, but it also looks kind of like valve training. I don't know if that's actually a word, but sort of like a rocker arm. But I don't think that's what it is. So we're gonna have to stick this. You know what? This will be a good opportunity for me to use my ugly box and do some electrolysis on it. So we'll see. That's kind of interesting. I have no clue what it is. So, you know what? I haven't found a silver coin with this program yet, but I have found some interesting stuff. Some interesting iron. So also, that's kind of weird. Let's check the hole. Yeah, I see a little piece of iron there. That's what it was. So, kind of interesting. Not super interesting, but you know, I'm kind of liking this this program. I don't know if it's named properly, but so far it's been a pleasure to hunt with. Alright, well, this just came out. So this is ringing up like a large 50. And it's an old piece of tin or copper, something. I'm not exactly sure what. It's old though. Let's just get it all out of here. Interesting stuff coming out of the ground. Really interesting, actually. Like, I've been over this spot tons. And now we've got a new dynamic of stuff coming out of the ground. That's a good sign. All right, we got a pretty solid sounding 58, 59, 60, which could be like a zinc penny, but it just sure does seem a little deep for that. So let's take a look. Could be an Indian. That'd be cool. Which, you know, not silver, but still cool, man. I love Indians. What do we got? We got a green coin. Not an Indian. Gotta be an older wheat, though. The older wheats a lot of times will ring a little lower. Let's see here. See if we can get a date on it. Yeah, it's gonna be one for the tumbler, guys. So we'll see. Look what I found.
It's part of an old pocket knife. It's like a penknife pocket knife. Thin one. See how much of it I can get out. Really, you know, I haven't found a silver coin. Oh look, there's the other parts. But I found some really interesting stuff. That's cool. It's not worth anything. There's some more of it right there. But it's still cool. We'll put that in the bag, even though it'll end up in the trash. Still cool. Really cool, actually. This program, you know, it's working well. Because where I'm at right now, I have beat this place to death. And I'm pulling new stuff out. All right. I've got a repeatable low 80. We'll see it. I don't know. I'm gonna dig it and see. We'll be back. All right, I got the hole open. Let me just adjust the camera here. So something's down here. Ugh. Still in there. Well, whatever it is. Where am I missing it? There's no way it's that tiny. Alright, let me find. Alright, apparently it's in the hole. I must have been like up against a tiny piece of iron or something, which there's plenty of. Or maybe that's still the case. Because I don't see anything. What am I missing here? Is it this? Well, this is something. I don't know what it is though. It's just like a little piece of iron. There's no way. Let's go back over it with the manicore. Ghost town. Huh. So I started filling the hole, then I went back over. There's something on top that must have come out. That's pretty high down. It is a coin. So there was a coin in there. And it's a wheat cent. Okay. Well, it was not all for naught. Which I was like, what happened? Anyway, cool. Alright, the plot just thickened. There's a repeatable in there. I'm going to try to find it again. And we got another coin down in there. I think it's another wheat cent. It is. I wonder if we can get a year off this. What does it say? 1942. Is there anything else in there? Well, that's cool. Alright. Now, I'm not certain, but I think we might have technically gotten a piece of silver. Yeah, we did. We technically did, because this is a war nickel. And, totally a war nickel. Yeah. There's the mint mark right there. And look how, look, if we pull a nickel out of the ground, and it starts to shine up from your thumb, it's probably a war nickel. And we got one. So this program technically found silver, and not just in any place either, a place I have hunted to absolute death. So, you know, that I would like to reiterate, this is not scientific by any means. We'll see if it's reproducible though, because I'm going to continue using this program. But all right, I'm going to make my way to the car. We'll see if I find anything on the way there. This will probably be my last target, but it was ringing like a 55, 56. Okay, and I gotta say, this particular program's got me excited to dig. I haven't felt that in a while. I think it's because it's just kind of like it does appear to have unlocked some of the stuff in a place that I hunt regularly. When I mean regularly, I mean like at least twice a week when I'm in Dallas. Absolutely regularly. So, holy cow. This thing's hitting like 90s all of a sudden. We're just gonna roll it out, see what it is. There's no way this is a good target. All right, I'm gonna go with the pinpointer and see, are we near anything? Now, you know what, it will. When a coin is on edge, it'll make a crazy high tone sound. Let's see here. Oh. Huh. What do we got? Is it in here? So there's something in here. This may not be the target. There's no way this is the target. That's a little tiny piece of iron. And there's no way that's what was originally ringing up either. Let's go back over with the big detector and see. We'll know pretty quick. Still making it, still super high tone. I'm holding too much stuff, gang. All right, let me just get down to it. I'm down in this hole. I think that's some Alice in Chains tune. And I'm hitting brick and other stuff, I believe. All right. See that? I don't know if you can see it, but there's like little orange pieces. This could just be a massive target, because we're deep. We are deep. Thought I heard some metal just now. Maybe that's more brick. Oh, I see some kind of metal down there. It's moving. Let's see what we got. Might be something interesting. Be something interesting. Oh. Oh. And I'm gonna tell you, this clay stuff. What is that? Alright, well, there it is. And it definitely was a high tone. That's some kind of copper strapping. What it was doing down there, I couldn't tell you. It's old though. And it was a legitimate target. Is there anything else down there? Nope. Get this filled in. Interesting. Interesting. I know I say that a lot, but it's all these little things that lead up to, you know, that make this hobby so interesting. Not to say interesting again. I wonder if I can say it again. Interesting. All right. I still got to make my way to the car. Huh. That's cool. Not really, but it actually validates the program in a lot of ways, because this was mega deep. It's a high conductor. Silver is a high conductor. So it's hitting the right stuff. Anyway, moving on. I'm back in my car. So, hey, this program was interesting, right? Like, well, it was interesting to me. You know, I mean, I guess I could just be saying I'm going to, you know, whatever. But I've hunted this place a ton, okay? We unlocked coins in places that I have murdered to death, okay? We're gonna explore this program more. Not only are we going to explore it more, we're gonna try to modify it. All the details for this program are in the description, and maybe I'll put up something, you know, I don't know. I'm not very good at making videos, but I'm better than the guy that doesn't. I'll tell you that right now. So, we'll work on this a little more. It did get silver. A war nickel is 35% silver. It hit silver. So on its first inaugural hunt, it located a silver coin. And I will say, it hit good. But, you know, when you're digging silver, you're looking for these like high tones and high numbers. It did sound higher than it appeared, which if you detect a lot, you'll know what I mean. Anyway, we're really behind on getting this Manicore paid for, but it's coming. Anyway, I will see you Wednesday with a favorite finds video, and I hope you guys are liking this like AI program series. I think it's going to get a little more interesting. I hope it does. So if you email me at igetthattreasure@gmail.com, I'll send you stickers or whatever swag I have at the time. And if you get out this week, I hope you get that treasure. And thank you so much for watching.